You have a situation where you've got a potential eyewitness who sees someone leave, but yet they give a description that is so vague that it doesn't give you anything. It gives you something, but it gives you nothing, because their face is covered. They've got a mask on. They're dressed in black. All you see is their eyes and their eyebrows, and you say they've got bushy eyebrows, which in effect is nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
True crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
I'm king.
What's up, guys? True Crime King back. Alright, so we see Harsh Reality is still doing 2 to 3 videos a day on Kohberger, again, while he lives in England, spewing this nonsense still. Anyway, the title of this video that he made today, Idaho 4 recap. He does a recap every day. Have Dylan and Bethany ever seemed trustworthy? Right? So he's again slandering the names, Dylan and Bethany. For some reason, he is still trying to push this narrative that they're not credible. And let's just see what he says. Here we go.
So you're giving the perception of giving everything, because you're given an eyewitness account of seeing someone there, which shifts the focus away from you, because you are admitting, I saw someone here. I saw someone, I heard some noises, I heard what I thought was them playing with the dog, I heard someone potentially say, I'm here to help you, and I saw someone and I froze because they were there and they left.
So let's pause it right here. Dylan was the only person that saw the intruder, right? That's a big fucking deal, right? They actually made eye contact, right? Kohberger, he's about 6 foot, 5'10", right? He does have bushy eyebrows. The mask didn't cover his whole face, right? Eyewitness is a big fucking deal. Granted, he did have a mask on, so Dylan can't say, hey, it was Kohberger, but she never did say it was Bryan Kohberger for a fact, right? But also, nobody else's DNA was on the knife sheath, right? No, there's no other suspect, right, that bought a K-bar knife 2 weeks before these murders occurred, and then leaves the fucking sheath of that fucking knife right next to their dead bodies, right? One coincidence, okay, but we got the car, we got the cell phone in the towers. I mean, there's just so... Once you get all these coincidences, that's just circumstantial evidence to the max, right? Hence, why Bryan Kohberger is sitting in jail right now, and he's going to be convicted of these crimes, of these murders, right? But for some reason, we have these people out here like Harsh. And hey, I looked at Crime Circus, right? Now, all the videos Crime Circus does on Bryan Kohberger, he does members only, right? Because he doesn't want me to react to him. I might just become a member to react to him. Anyway, let's see what this guy... Look at those fucking strings on that sweatshirt. It's serious. It's like an inch thick. Sorry.
But in effect, what have you done? You've just deflected away from...
From what?
Everything.
What?
Because you've given no... There is nothing. There's nothing in that, in essence.
She told the police what she saw. What else is she supposed to do, Harsh? Like, what are you trying to get across here, right? How is Dylan being dishonest or not trustworthy by telling the police exactly what she saw and heard, right? Someone make it make sense for me.
It says nothing. Only that someone else was there, but you couldn't really see them. You've got another person who was a potential witness who hasn't come into the equation at all. Nothing at all. But very, very early on sought legal representation. Now, some people will say that was wise. Because of the situation they're in, it was wise to get legal representation. But why would you get legal representation if you're completely innocent of anything? You have no knowledge about anything. In fact, you was asleep, and the other person who did witness something, they had seen someone in the house and has admitted to seeing someone in the house. Why would you then feel that you still need to get legal representation?
Here's a thought, Harsh. Maybe this case has become the biggest murder case in the world right now, right? And she knew her friends were just killed, and she's probably getting messages out the yin-yang, right? Maybe a reasonable person would get a lawyer to handle all that crap, right? Hello, right?
Unless you thought that there was a potential that people would delve into your history and what was going on, and it would make you look guilty. There was something that could potentially make you look guilty. See, all of these little things, when you start delving into them, it raises the question as to whether there was dangers closer to home.
I have to pause it here, because this is all Harsh is doing, right? He's making these videos every day, just trying to pander to the audience that isn't sure, that likes these conspiracy theories, right? That's all he's doing. He's trying to push any other, just like with the parachuting and the tunnels, right? It's just one thing after the next, and obviously he has nothing else to talk about, right? Because he's still making these dumbass videos, right? I mean, seriously, he named this video, "Have Dylan and Bethany ever seemed trustworthy?" Right? What a fucking creep. What a moron.
There was things going on in this house. And again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying in the event that Bryan Kohberger could be innocent, and the only way you can tell me that I shouldn't be talking about these things is if you do not believe in the process, and that you're just saying that, no, that is definitely 100% Bryan. 100% him. So you don't need to look anywhere else. You don't look at...
Harsh, why don't you give us some alternate theories, right? Instead of just trying to say, it's not Kohberger, right? He always does this. He says, you guys think it's Kohberger, 100%, right? But he never gives any other theories, any other suspects, any other proof, right? It's just video after video, right, of trying to slander these victims that just had their friends killed and spewing nonsense and shit, right? That's all he's doing. It's ridiculous.
Need to look at any other scenario situation because the guy has been got. But again, I must state that at this stage, in the eyes of the law, he is innocent.
He is innocent because the trial hasn't happened yet. But Harsh, he's sitting in a jail cell, and the law put him there, right? The police and the FBI put him in that jail cell because the eyes of the law think that he committed these murders, right?
Personal opinion, you've got personal how you've
it's more
understood the
reasonable
information that's
than
been put
not
out there.
that he did.
You have
so
to
far.
acknowledge the fact that to make him guilty comes with difficulties. Does anybody believe that someone who had never committed a crime prior, they've got no previous convictions, no nothing, they've done nothing before, they managed to do this crime in this small window, without raising more of, noise or anything that would have...
I think harsh reality forgets, right, that Kohberger was studying criminology, right? I mean, he's not stupid, right? I mean, at least that's what everybody thought until he left his knife sheath behind with his DNA on it. But he was studying this, right? He was trying to pull off the perfect crime, right? And he almost did. He almost got away with it. But he didn't count on probably the two girls being in the same bed, and then the eyewitness, and like I just said, him dropping his fucking sheath, right? His car's captured on video. They've got his cell phone records. And Harsh likes to do these statistics. Like in the beginning, he put up these statistics on, there's so many, roommates that get killed all the time. Well, what about the statistics, of people that commit murder that have never had any previous crimes before, right? Or have never murdered before, right? I mean, hello? There's a lot of them, Harsh. You dumbass.
Alerted the other people. And if he did, and if it was this altercation, there was this massive sort of fight and argument that Steve Gonsalves alluded to.
He always has to bring Steve Gonsalves up because Steve called him what he is publicly, a grifter, and whatever else he called him, right? And Harsh can't let it go because Harsh reality is a narcissist, and he's just not a good human being. He's just not.
Then it would then further bring into question the surviving roommates, because surely they would have heard that. If you take what Steve Gonsalves said...
But Harsh, you were just saying yourself that this was a party house, right? These other roommates aren't thinking, there's going to be a murder taking place, right? They're thinking that their friends are over, somebody came over. They're not paying attention. I mean, the ones with their boyfriend eating, right? The ones sleeping, right? They're not thinking there's a murder taking place, right? It's a college house, just like you just said. Give me a break, Harsh. I mean, this guy just goes back and forth. He's just trying. And remember, the title of this video is Have Dylan and Bethany Ever Seemed Trustworthy? Right?
And try and figure out how that works without them hearing it, when at least one of them has basically said that they were awake and they were a few feet away from where it would have happened. How did they not hear anything?
I feel bad.
And if they heard it, why didn't they call 911?
I ain't gonna respond to this.
I feel I've gone off on a bit of a tangent. But all I'm saying is, someone did it. And if Bryan didn't...
Thanks, Harsh. Somebody did it. Huh?
Someone else did.
Who? You keep saying Kohberger didn't do it. Who did it then, Harsh? Or something, right? You can't just keep saying Kohberger didn't do it. Kohberger didn't do it. Give us something. If you believe that, Who did it, Harsh? Right? Give us some other theory. Then it can't be Kohberger, right? Give me a break. That's all I can take of this guy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until next time, True Crime King, out.